W- Well, hi there, everybody. What are you doing here in my home? Are you, oh, is that what you think happens? You just like show up whenever you feel like it, and all of a sudden we're going to start doing story time with Mr. Michael? Is that how you think this works? Uh, because I mean, apparently you're quite correct. Yes, I think that's exactly what happens. So, hi, welcome to Storytime with Mr. Michael. Because it's Mr. Michael and there's stories, so we're going to story time it. So today we're going to read a very, very fun book. Well, at least that's my understanding. Today we're going to be reading That New Baby by Patricia Relf, illustrated by DyAnne DiSalvo. These illustrations look very, very cool. But here's one of the really exciting things. So most of you know that even if I have read these books before, it was usually a long time ago and I don't remember what happens. But this one, I've never read this book before. We're going to get to read this for the first time. This is like pure reading. It's going to be a spectacular, amazing, monumental moment. We're going to read in our movie voices. No, I'm just going to read in my regular voice. But this is really cool. So I don't know what's going to happen. I'm so very excited. One of the best parts of reading is finding out what happens in the story. So let's do that, shall we? Cool. Here we are. That New Baby by Patricia Relf, illustrated by DyAnne DiSalvo. Elizabeth had a new baby brother. When Mommy and Daddy brought him home from the hospital, Elizabeth was waiting on the porch with Grandma. What a fuss everyone made over that new baby. Grandma gave him a bunny cup. I don't know why, thought Elizabeth. He can't drink out of a cup yet. Aunt Nancy gave him a teddy bear with a wind-up music box inside. Uncle George took lots of pictures. I don't know why, thought Elizabeth. All Mikey ever does is eat and sleep and cry. At first, Mikey cried a lot. Mommy and Daddy took turns getting up at night to give him his bottle. Sometimes, Elizabeth asked Daddy to bring her a drink too. He didn't mind. Once in a while. When Mikey was old enough to go places, Elizabeth liked being a big sister. She liked teaching Mikey how to say doggy. She liked helping him learn to walk. And it was fun when Mikey learned to throw a ball. But most of the time, Elizabeth thought Mikey was just a lot of trouble. He made a mess when he ate his cereal, his diaper always needed changing, and Elizabeth had to walk around on tiptoe whenever Mikey took a nap. But sometimes, Daddy read to Elizabeth while Mikey slept. One day, while Mommy was resting, Elizabeth decided to give Mikey a special treat. She brought out her favorite toy, a racing car set. She set up the tracks inside Mikey's playpen. Mikey looked a bit worried. On your mark, get set, Go, said Elizabeth. Vroom went the racing car. Wah! Cried Mikey. Coming, Mommy called. Uh-oh, said Elizabeth. Elizabeth, shouted Mommy crossly. This toy could hurt Mikey. Whatever were you thinking of? Pick up that car and take it to your room right now. Elizabeth marched to her room and slammed the door. I hate being a big sister, and I hate that dumb baby, Elizabeth shouted. I'm gonna stay in my room for always. Mommy and Daddy came a little later and knocked on Elizabeth's door. May Daddy and I come in? Mommy asked. No! Shouted Elizabeth. Elizabeth stayed in her room for the rest of her day. She played with her racing car. She played with her dollhouse, but after a while, she began feeling lonely. She wished she hadn't shouted at Mommy. Then, suddenly, Elizabeth heard Mikey crying. Elizabeth, called Mommy, can you look in on Mikey? Elizabeth forgot that she was angry and ran to Mikey's room. Poor Mikey, he was awfully upset. He was probably feeling just as lonely as Elizabeth. But Elizabeth knew what to do. She made a funny face, and Mikey stopped crying. That night, Mommy said, I'm sorry I shouted today. I know you were trying to help. I'm sorry I shouted too, said Elizabeth. I really like being Mikey's big sister. Mikey thinks you're the best big sister in the world, said Daddy. And so do we. The end. Aw, well, that was sweet, wasn't it? Elizabeth and her little brother, Mikey, got along really well, didn't they? Now, no relation. That's a different Mikey. Promise. Different Mikey. Besides, that's not my name. My name's Mr. Michael, not Mr. Mikey. But isn't that really nice? Elizabeth and Mikey are going to be great friends as well as being brother and sister. Now, here's the cool thing. What did Elizabeth do to cheer Mikey up when he was sad, when he was feeling lonely? That's right. She made a funny face. And I love making funny faces. I love books. I love words. I love libraries. I love pets and animals. And I love pizza. We learned a lot about me over the months, haven't we? I also love funny faces. So, what do you got? You got a good funny face? Can you post? Can they, I don't know who I'm pretending to talk to. Can they post comments, pictures in the comments below? I don't know. Maybe you can just post me links to your funny face. I want to see your funny face. What's your funny face look like? Does it look like this? Does it look like this? Does it look like this? What's it look like? Is it funny? Is it scary? Is it kooky? Is it creepy? Is it sweet? Maybe it's any kind of face. Funny faces are awesome. I like it. I'm lucky though. And it's a good thing I do because I was born with this funny face. There's nothing to be done about it. It's just funny. Funny how that is. Anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. I would love to find out what your family's like. Do you have a little brother or a little sister? Or are you a little brother or a little sister? I'm a little brother. That's right. Mr. Michael has a big sister too. Her name isn't Elizabeth. But my name is kind of like Mikey. What's your name? What's your little brother or sister's name? Or your older brother or sister's name? What's your funny face's name? Does your funny face have a name? Is it Frankelhofer? Is it Steubenberry? Is it Knockwurst? That'd be an odd name for a face. It'd be a much, much odder name for a baby brother. Knockwurst. Hi, this is my brother Knockwurst. Yeah, let's just move along. So, thanks for showing up unexpectedly here at my abode to Storytime it up. Come back, we'll do it again. In fact, the next time you come by, don't even tell me, just show up. We'll Storytime it. In fact, if you keep searching down, you'll find other Storytimes. We love stories around here. I love stories and you love stories. So we are story bound for all eternity. Thank you. I'll see you guys next time. Keep reading, stay curious, and tell me what your favorite book is, guys. And I'll see you next time on Storytime with Mr. Funny Face.